It was a feat seating 700 guests at one long table to celebrate the multicultural diversity of our country. Helping to attract guests would be a 3-course lunch by leading chefs like Peter Tempelhoff, with Woolies providing the ingredients they needed.
The reason for Woolworths' involvement from the onset?
Obviously for us, this is about Africa Day, this is about peace and unity for Africa, but most importantly the cause that is being celebrated here today and the fact that all the proceeds are going to go to charity and particularly abused children. It's something Woolworths is very passionate about, over and above the food of course.
Christine, the Peace Table celebrates 15 years today. How did the concept come about in the first place?
It came about at the time of the second elections, when everyone was so concerned about what would happen to us. So I thought, let me create a table on Table Mountain where all people could come together. We could network to promote peace and unity for all South Africans.
I hope you're feeling a little hungry this afternoon.
I'd always come hungry here because the food is for a good cause, but they've got lovely bread. There's one long bread that we all have to break for the sake of peace. It's always the highlight to me.
How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, come on in.
Peter, this Peace Table is a huge event. I mean, you've even had to turn this truck into a temporary kitchen. How much planning goes into this?
A fair amount. You know, I've been doing it for 7 years, and every year there's so much logistics involved in it. You know, we got to feed 700 people on the face of Table Mountain, so you can just imagine.
Now, Woolies has been kind enough to supply all the food. What are you deciding to make today?
Our main starter for everybody is the prawn salad with a salmon mousse, and we made a squid ink pesto plus a squid vinaigrette with that. And the vegetarians are lucky enough to get an aubergine and miso cheesecake with a grape jelly and honeypot gel.
Every seat at the table was bought up by citizens and celebrities like Vanessa Haywood and fiancé Ryan Sands, all keen to change a life.
Always a great, excitement around this event, and it's a special event. What does it mean to you?
It's actually the first time that we've been. We often overseas and can't make it, so I'm really excited to be here. And it's the only formal event that's allowed on Table Mountain each year, so it's really special and obviously for a great cause, so it's great to be here.
The theme today is for the sake of our youth. I know you do a lot for our youth.
Yeah, it is important. They're our future, and they're the future of the country as well. And without the youth, being well educated and well looked after, where are we going to be in 20 years' time?
This year's event featured a fashion show by top African designers, including labels from Tanzania, models from the DRC, and several of SA's own leading lights.
Right in front of me, we've got one of Africa's most beautiful models, Joelle. What is this whole outfit about?
Well, we know that she likes being sexy, so so it's purely like a leotard and a cape, and obviously when she starts walking you're going to see the movement of the cape and also the beautiful embellishment that we did here. I mean, that's what we pride ourselves as Africa or South Africa, our craftsmanship, because many designers all over the world, they source out their craftsmanship to the east and everything else, but in South Africa we do it at home, so that's what we want to showcase.
I'm here with the man of the moment, one of the top designers in the country. His name is Laduma, and I've been practicing this. The name is McGrath. We got it. It's all about the knitwear.
Yeah.
When did this start?
I started doing knitwear designing when I was 16 years old. That was back when I was in high school. My late mother taught me how to hand machine knit, but I was very interested in textile design, and I studied textile design and technology at the Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University in Port Elizabeth, where I specialized only in knitwear design. And fortunately, Port Elizabeth is the mohair capital of the world, and that is where I actually established my project. My initial aim was to actually design knitwear that would be suitable for Xhosa initiates in the Eastern Cape, and results were quite well received locally and internationally.
The models walked a kilometer to ensure everyone along the table saw the collections, while across every divide, politicians chatted to chefs, accountants to musicians.
It's really nice for us to get together to represent the diverse group of people we are in this country. Everyone having fun on the mountain. It's unusual, it's new, it's fresh, and there's a great vibe here.
What was the menu like today?
It was a really nice menu. I mean, there was a trio of lamb for people who like meat, vegetables cooked al dente, and the dessert blew me away. I've been doing the table for about 14 years, and it's one of the nicest desserts I've ever had. Delicious.
The Table of Peace and Unity has raised 15 million rand to date, and being held on Africa Day, it sent a strong message that unity includes our 9 provinces, 11 languages, and those of an entire continent we belong to.